Well, hello, friends. How are you doing today? You may notice on the bookshelf behind me there are some holes. And that's because today I want to talk to you about some of my favorite acting books. You may wonder why I'm talking like this. I really have no idea, but I started rolling video and this is what happened. Okay, I'll stop now. Anyway, so people often ask me, can you recommend an acting book to me? And then I'm like, are you out of your mind? I can recommend 100, maybe not 100, but I can recommend a lot. So I thought today I would talk to you about some of my favorite go-to acting books, ones I've referred to again and again in no particular order. Okay, the first one is True and False by David Mamet. Subtitle, Heresy and Common Sense for the Actor. This is a fantastic book just about how to approach what it is to be an actor. People have a lot of fantasies about being an actor. People have a lot of fantasies about what the craft of acting is. And because David Mamet comes from both the theater world and the film world, he can dispel the myths and give you kind of a hard shake that we all need at one time or another. How to Stop Acting, Harold Guskin. Love this man, love this book. And I'm going to tell you why. So once we've had our actor training, once we've learned all the gobbledygook and all the terms and all the things we're supposed to do, he advises us to throw all that out the window. Now, I don't advise you to throw it all out the window at the very beginning. But what happens is sometimes we get so caught up in our heads as actors that we start acting and it looks like it, right? We're working way too hard. And so he has a lot of suggestions and a lot of exercises for just bringing it way back to neutral and just having everything come from a really organic place where we're not pushing and we're not forcing anything. And one of the biggest mistakes I see young actors make is that they read a script once and they make decisions about the script. Now, this is not the same as make a decision as in you're getting ready to go up in class and you need to make a choice. Absolutely you do. If you go into an audition, you need to make a choice. Absolutely you do. But when you're just given a script for the first time and you're going to start playing with it, you don't have to decide what's going to happen right up front. And this book is going to help give you some techniques so that you can stop doing that. Acting in Film by Michael Caine. So first of all, the man is a genius, okay? One of my favorite moments of all time in cinema is in The Quiet American. He has a scene where he just looks at a situation that's going on, doesn't blink, doesn't move, doesn't say a darn thing, but you can see everything that's going on behind his eyes. Why I love this book is because he's very funny, and also he gives you some really, really, really practical things to think about. I stuttered. Some practical things to think about, like how to deal with love scenes, how to deal with stuntmen, how fancy you want your hotel to be when you go on location, that sort of thing. So you may not be there yet, but when the time comes, you're going to want Michael's advice on that. Sanford Meisner on acting. Okay, it's a classic. And what I love about that particular book is that it is written by somebody who's gone in and observed his class. So it not only describes the type of coaching and exercises that Meisner went through with his students, but also how he actually spoke to them and coached them and helped them work through roadblocks. And it's just a beautiful sort of journey into what it would have been like to be in the classroom with this marvelous, marvelous man. Okay, Uta Hagen, A Respect for Acting. So, like Meisner, she's one of the titans of the 20th century in terms of taking Stanislavski's original sort of realistic style of acting and bringing it to the forefront. She's got all your basic ways to develop a character, break down a script, emotional recall, sense memory, that sort of thing. By the way, everybody came from Stanislavski. He's sort of like the trunk, and all the acting and acting techniques of the 20th and 21st century are basically just large branches on his original tree trunk. Which brings us to An Actor Prepares. This one started it all. You can see how old my copy is. It It was old and used when I got it at the student co-op when I was in college. That's how much I love this book. Lee Strasberg, A Dream of Passion. Okay, so there's a lot of lip service given to the method. And the thing about it is, I don't know how many people actually know what the method is who are actually talking about it. So if you really, really want to understand what he was developing and what he meant when he was developing the method, again, branching off from Stanislavski, you want to read this book. Audition by Michael Shurtleff. What can I say? It's a classic on auditioning. If you don't have it, go get it now at your bookstore. Last but not least, Stella Adler, The Art of Acting. Again, a titan of the 20th century in terms of developing that realistic style. They all have a slightly different way in the way that they explore it, in the way they use it, in the way they teach it. But it is all, again, sort of coming off that same idea of realistic acting, going back to Stanislavski. What would I do if I was this character in these given circumstances? Anyway, that is just a short, teensy list of recommended books from me, your old pal Sarah. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, please like us on YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel, share it with a friend, and as always, break a leg out there.